All right, welcome back into Fox 43 AM Live, where I am joined now with two lovely ladies and veterinarian nurses. We have Taryn here, and then we have, remind me of your name one more time?
Ashley.
Don't want to get it wrong. I was going to say Ashley, but I never know because I just, obviously I was bad with names earlier today. But so what is you guys' job? Give me a quick spiel about what you do every day, and it's extremely important work, of course, because we love our furry friends, right?
Yeah, so veterinary nursing, it can be anything. There's a wide variety of jobs that we do. So you're assisting the veterinarian on a day-to-day basis, and that can be anything from restraining the patient to obtaining laboratory samples and then submitting them, to then setting up and assisting with ultrasonography, radiology, endoscopy type procedures. And then I would say maybe one of my favorite things about my job is the patient care, being an advocate for those patients and doing those hourly treatments, making sure that patient is getting healthy, and making sure that we can get them to the point that they can go home.
Taryn, what about you?
Kind of the same as what Ashley said. I mean, I think my favorite part of my job, I work in a small animal ICU, and so it's just kind of something different and new every day, and I love caring for the patients, and so it's kind of what being a nurse is to me.
Yeah, I mean, it's exactly like being a human nurse. You're just caring for the furry friends here in the world. And so what type of education is required? So you guys are obviously with K-State. So does K-State have a veterinarian program that people can apply to and use as well?
Yeah, so to become a veterinary nurse or veterinary technician, you have to go to an AVMA accredited program, which is a 2-year program, and you obtain your associates in science. Once you've obtained that, then you have to sit for what's called the VT&E, which is a veterinary technician national exam. Once you've passed that, then depending on the state that you wish to practice in, you will have to get your state license. We both work at the Veterinary Health Center, Kansas State University, so we get to not only work with the animals, but also fourth-year veterinary students and help with their teaching, which is very rewarding to see them come through and graduate, and then you know, you get alumni years later and they say how much they loved K-State. So
yeah, it must be nice to see those students come back and, you know, tell you how much of an impact that K-State made on their careers, most definitely. And what are some career paths, if you wouldn't mind going over them, that people could go use with that degree?
Yeah,
either
one.
Okay.
Do you want to? I guess I can. So career paths. So you can obviously do the veterinary nursing, and so, you know, there's K-State, so there's general practice, there's teaching hospitals, there's specialty hospitals. At the VHC, you know, we have all different department specialties that people can go into. We have large animal side, small animal side of the hospital, so it depends what your interest is there. So yeah, we love new grads. So if you're a new grad, we love to hire people straight out of school. We're a teaching hospital, so we obviously love to train new people. So yeah.
That's really refreshing to hear, because I feel like a lot of people, you hear them saying the exact opposite, that they want those older, more experienced people. So it's awesome that you're welcoming those younger graduates in to give them, you know, the opportunity to get their feet below them and, you know, start taking those steps in the right direction. So I kind of want to ask you too, Ashley, we were speaking before the interview about your busier season with those larger, you said larger animals are kind of, they're split into two categories, of course. We got the larger guys and the smaller guys, and they have, it's a busy season for you all coming up with them, right?
Yeah.
What did you mean by that?
So for a large animal, we tend to have a busier season, and typically that's in the spring. And when I say busy season, we have spring calving right now happening, and then we're getting ready to kick off our foaling season. So this is whenever, for the next, I'd say 6 to 8 months, that we just, it's very, very busy, but it makes it a lot of fun, and you have to kind of think on your feet a little bit. And this is whenever I would encourage people that if you would all have been interested in an assistant or veterinary technician position, you can come in and shadow if you want, or apply for an assistant position or one of the veterinary nurse positions if you're licensed.
So if someone's just interested, say just a high school student or anyone in the community is interested in becoming, you know, a veterinary nurse and wants to go down that career path, if they don't have any schooling or anything, are they able to just come in and shadow and see what it would be all about?
Absolutely. And actually, before I decided to be a veterinary nurse, I worked in a private practice for a year as a receptionist before I went to school to decide that's what I wanted to do. So we encourage anyone that's potentially interested in becoming a nurse and or even a veterinarian, contact us. You can come in and shadow at any time.
And did you by chance do anything like that, Taryn?
No, I didn't. So I did kennel work for while I was in college and kind of got my feet wet that way. And then after veterinary nursing school, I just went straight into working with no experience other than the kennels. So I was a very green nurse, but
sometimes it's best to be thrown into the fire, right? So I mean, that's awesome. And I know that, are there any current opportunities you guys have open right now for people that are watching and are interested?
Yeah, so we have our veterinary nursing positions. We also have the veterinary assistants. And then we have our veterinary internship program for nurse new grads.
Oh, great.
And so that's beneficial to people because those individuals get to rotate through all of the services. And so if you don't know exactly what your interest might be, you can kind of get your feet wet in lots of different areas. And a lot of our interns, after they're finished, end up staying in permanent staff positions.
So they're kind of able to kind of get their foot in the door and then actually have a career after that internship. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So definitely encourage people to do that. And you can go, it says here, to ksvhc.org. Is that where people can find those applications to apply for those positions?
Yes, there's an employment tab on there that you can click on, and then all of our open positions are listed there.
Wonderful. Nice and easy for everyone. I'll have all of that, of course, posted online as well at fox43topeka.com. So check that out after our show. Have a wonderful day, guys, and thanks so much for coming on. We'll be right back with more Fox 43 AM Live right after this, y'all.